have a very exciting topic. I will be talking about one supplement. If I tell you there is one supplement that I've been researching the last 5 years of publications, peer-reviewed articles, 5 years of research, I found one supplement that will be really useful for your muscle building and endurance, brain health, and lifespan. What an amazing supplement. And guess what? It's not that expensive, and you all know about it. So I'm going to talk about, drum roll, creatine. Creatine is one of the supplements that I was not very much a big fan of before, but now I've done my research, most recent publications, there's a big buzz on it, really helping cognition, brain function, improving memory, improving a lot of your math ability to equate stuff. It's really good, especially for stressed or sleep-deprived patients. So that's why I'm talking about it. Especially there was a golfer who said his golf game was amazing after taking a high dose by mistake of creatine. And that was the reason why I started researching it more to make sure it is safe. There is a lot of mythbusters that I need to debunk or prove. And here is my beginning of my talk. I'm going to talk about what is creatine. So creatine is a natural molecule that our body makes. We make it in the kidney, we make it in the brain, we make it in mitochondria, our powerhouse. Why? Because it's a very important molecule to create energy. When our muscles need energy, or my mitochondria needs some energy, guess what? Instead of using sugar, they use creatine, creating creatine monophosphate, and that is the molecule that will create your ATP, and that is what you use for energy. So it's a very important molecule that a lot of athletes in the gym have been using. Most important thing that I tell people, just make sure use the one that is safe. The publications, clinical studies have shown like the monohydrate is the best one, so creatine monohydrate, and also the studies showed that if you don't have it and mix so many things, so when you pick up something from your store, the GNC or your gym, make sure it doesn't have other ingredients interacting with it, exciting your body one way or another. So creatine monophosphate, they found a lot of the studies, people are taking it with a loading dose of 20 grams. So first you do like about a week, 5 days of loading. And then after that, they saw that the dose of 3 to 5 grams a day are the dose that is important for building your muscles. So increases 5 to 15% muscle strength and endurance. 5 to 15% increase in muscle strength, and also increases your lean body mass, the muscle mass, by 5 grams. So I like to say that it is a very safe molecule. If you take it right, you take it before you exercise, for example, before going to the gym, make sure you're hydrating, because it has this dehydrating effect. So you really need to hydrate because it pulls the muscle, the water into the muscle. So it's very important to hydrate. Who should take it? The people that benefit most. They did the clinical studies. Vegans, they really do a great job on that. They improve so much. Older patients, there are clinical studies that showed even seniors and older people. Parkinson, some studies showed that people with Parkinson and wasting muscles, people who had dystrophies and muscle diseases, they gave them creatine and also increased their muscle strength, which is amazing. So clinical studies kind of supporting that. One thing that I want to focus on, that there's several clinical studies recently showing that people who are stress or sleep deprived have shown to increase their cognitive brain functions, improve their memory, their focus, their ability to do math, their problem solving. Amazing, right? And their speed of thinking has improved using creatine, but that's a higher dose at 0.35 grams per kilo. That is a very high dose. I don't think I recommend this to be used for a long time. It was for a short period, and it works best for sleep deprived or for stressed people. So it's not for everybody. That is the biggest thing, that's the buzz that's going around, that creatine at high dose is good for your brain health and function. However, I do not recommend this for your gym rats and everybody that's doing creatine early in the day before they go to the gym. do not take those higher doses. I would recommend still to stick to your 5 grams. One most important thing, we excrete through kidney and liver. Make sure your kidney functions are fine. People with chronic, that's another study. The only people who had issues may be people who had kidney problems. Maybe you do not know that, so I would recommend that you check your urine and kidney functions with your doctor to make sure your kidney is working very well, right? Then you're safe to do your creatine. It is a very safe, that's like over, I want to say 680 million cases studied so far. It showed that it's pretty safe to be used at all ages. And again, not in pregnant people, but do your due diligence. I'm not giving you clinical advice, but it's pretty safe. All these clinical studies showed there was no adverse effects, does not affect, the kidney in a bad way. And they found like also that in another study, which I really love that one, that people who had injured their muscles, this is an important one, or had weakness in their muscles after injury, it increased the strength by 8.5%. I love that one. I love that study because you know what? People who had injuries, maybe we can use creatine to help them out recover. So this topic or this talk today, I've gathered clinical studies, reviews, peer reviews from everywhere for the last 5 years, collected that data, came up with this conclusion that creatine is pretty safe, most ages. Do your due diligence, make sure your kidney functions are fine, you don't have a chronic problem with your kidneys. Stick to the dosage with just 2 to 5 grams a day. You might want to load first, use the monohydrate. Also hydrate very well before you use it. And this is my conclusion for creatine. And I'd love to hear back your feedback from this. I would say let's do the 30-day challenge using creatine and see how it is, and share down in the comments, and let's see who has the best results. Also subscribe, share my post. Hopefully you like my topic, and if you want to hear other topics, let me know. I'll be happy to record more stuff that might be of interest for you. Thank you so much, and hopefully you have a great time at the gym. Once you tried that creatine, let's build up some more muscle. Thank you.